A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Survival of No Limits. So, for today's topic, let's get on going with number... just had to keep reading off on here just in case. Episode 81, which is going to be about me talking a bit about sports. More specifically, the kind of people out there who happen to engage in such activities, like sports or otherwise. Sports are, without a doubt, probably one of the many things that detail Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is in fact so noted, especially, that hunting has become a sport for humans, unlike pretty much every other animal in existence. But other than a simple detail being highlighted in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, sports are, without a doubt, quite a big recreational activity that happens worldwide. And for many people out there who are just looking into trying a different sport out, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, hockey, skiing, or snowboarding, well, I'm glad that you clicked on this video, because now's the time where I go in to talk a little bit about it. So here's where we've come to know each other very well. I myself have had some experience with sports of all sorts. But if I had to go ahead and detail some of my favorites, then they would probably include disc golf, regular golf, kayaking, well, football of course, which is typically referred to as soccer in the States. But knowing that I have a lot of trust, I myself am going to be calling it football. So don't expect me to hold a Chelsea ball and just call it a soccer ball, because that just doesn't seem right to me. It's also not right to lots of other nations who call it football as well. So not only am I with you, anyone out there who calls it football instead of soccer, but, well, that's pretty much far beyond the point right here. But that just goes to show that I myself have quite a bit of a list of favorites around here. And there are certainly others that I'm more likely wanting to try out at some point. But unfortunately, not every sport can be accessible, and it can be for a number of factors, including the temperature and climate, or weather even, or maybe it could be because of the type of seasons that these sports most likely take place in every single year. So, for the most part, we're looking at a lot of things when it comes to sports, and most common factors that happen to arrange in quite a unique pattern that repeats every single year. So, it's probably going to be like that until the end of time itself, but it is still worth noting that sports are still enjoyed by millions of people throughout the world. It's not only a natural instinct to want to fit in with a certain group or blend in with a certain section of society that is generally associated with this exact sort of recreation. But it is still worth noting that while lots of people love the sports, other people may not love it as much. And there are a few good reasons to that. There could be for the fact that, well, sports can be rather dangerous. We've heard the stories of basketball players twisting their ankles, NFL stars getting concussions after certain smashes to their heads, and then of course we have the likelihood of a player in FIFA, no matter what season it is, possibly getting injured from being tripped or being hit in the gut with the ball. And then of course there were those scandals involving baseball players having steroids. Yeah. Of course people are going to use that stereotype up just because it was such an absolutely nightmarish thing out there that, well, baseball seems to be forever tainted with the steroid scandal, even to this day. So, hopefully we can find a way around these problems of any sorts. And then we also got to remember that some sports are certainly underappreciated for what they are. Like lacrosse, for example. Or possibly even synchronized swimming. Other than a lot of sports out there happening to be more common than others, it's still worth noting that with millions of players around the world who play these sports on a regular basis, for some people who are wanting to get into the professional business out there, whether it be the NBA, FIFA, NFL, or MLB, or otherwise, no matter what kind of major league organization you're looking forward to joining, then, well, let's pay a few pieces of advice right here while we're at it. I myself have gotten to know tons of things about sports because I have played a bunch of them. I have been a part of a few little league classes of any sorts, mostly baseball and all that, and I've gotten to learn quite a lot of things when it comes to that type of topic in general. Being a part of a team, whether it be little league or major league or college based or whatever, it's definitely important that you happen to keep yourself on tip-top shape as possible. Of course, I'm simply doing my part right here. Don't mind the fungus. But working out is certainly just a small section of the entire routine that is necessary in order to keep yourself on the edge of this entire thing out there. It's also appropriate to have yourself the correct sort of diet to get yourself on the right track, and it's also good to mingle with a few people every now and then, to have some close friends nearby especially, so this way both can keep in touch with each other and keep track of each other's progress when it comes to this stuff. And remember, if you play it safe, you play it hard, work hard on everything in your life, and you know that you're going to be a good player no matter what it is out there. Well, here we go. This is another one that I've pretty much checked off the list. But tune in a couple more days from now because I will have something else to talk about. If you want to see that, and if you want to see other stuff go down on the channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.